Evening, everyone. Something a little bit different. It's a Friday live lounge, and I am doing it from somewhere slightly different. I'm away for a few days on holiday, and I thought I'd check in and do something, maybe a Q&A, and see if you wanted to have a chat, share your thoughts on your golf this week. Hence why there's been no content coming your way. But I thought I'd touch base, share with you everything that's going on next week and beyond. Great time when you're on holiday to reflect and to think about how you can move things forwards, and I certainly do a lot of that. I never find it that easy to switch off, but lots of walking with my other half, Laura, and young Barney. I'm sure he will make an appearance very, very soon, because he is, mind you, he's pretty tired out. So if you're hooking in and want to have a little chat, I'm going to be on for a little while, and hopefully you can all hear me okay. It's connecting to the chat, and hopefully that logs on fairly soon. There's a good few of you on already. I'd love to hear where you're watching from, and ask me any questions you might have about your golf game. This is going to be a regular on my channel now, a bit of a live lounge, as I've named it, and that gives you the opportunity to ask me some questions. Normally I will be with club in hand. I've actually got a club with me, so I could actually stand up and do some demos, but this was more of an informal chat, just to sit down and maybe if you've got any questions that you would like me to answer, then you can do that. I'm just waiting for the chat to connect, so apologies if you've asked me any questions and they haven't popped up as yet, but that's hopefully all coming through. So the idea of a live lounge is that people can reach out to me and really ask me questions that they might otherwise not feel comfortable with doing, or they don't have a chance to do, really. So we've got John Hayes. Hi, Stuart. John here from South Africa. Wow. Hi, John. Nice to hear from you. And I think you've commented on a few of my comments on some videos before. So thanks for tuning in on this Friday afternoon. Pretty much the same time, I think, down in SA. Whereabouts in South Africa are you, John? So yeah, so this is going to give me an opportunity to get on the mat with the club in hand, and also when I'm not on the mat, just hanging out. Might be on the golf course pre-round. Those of you that haven't checked it out, check out my recent video, not that long ago, where I talk about going and trying for the Seniors Tour. It's going to be 12 months away. So I turned 49 July 31st this year, and I turned 50, obviously, the same time next year, and then Seniors Tour qualifying school. It's not going to change any of my day-to-day work, my coaching or anything like that, but it's just something that I'm going to tick away in the background with. Got John Carr. Happy Friday. Hello from Illinois, and big hi to you, John. Thank you so much for tuning in. Any questions that you might have, do feel free to fire them over. I'd love to answer anything that I can on your golf game, and any content that you might want me to cover. So yeah, so the live lounge gives me a great opportunity to get out on the golf course and maybe do some impromptu stuff if I'm playing on my own, or just in the studio and I've got some downtime and a great time to answer questions for you with club in hand. I got Len Roberge. Len, hey, how are you? Caledonian, Ontario. Fantastic. Thank you so much for tuning in, Len. Rob K, good day, coach. Rob from Windsor, Ontario. Do you guys know each other? Do you know Len? Any chances of a clinic or appearance in Canada? Listen, Rob, I am trying my hardest to get to the US and to Canada. I haven't actually branched over to trying to get into Canada yet, but I certainly am going to take my coaching on tour throughout Europe and to the US, and hopefully Canada, maybe down to Australia. Again, if there's enough appetite for it, I will have a passport. I have a passport and I will travel. So I'm very keen to get on the road and meet my subscribers along the way. And of course, if you can't do that, then Skillis is always a great opportunity. John Hayes. John, I love and follow your swing type, but I tend to hit my irons nearly the same distance. Any advice? I got a flight scope. So do you tend to hit all of your irons the same distance? Be great to hear what your club speed is with, say, a 7 iron. What tends to happen with club speeds is that you kind of reach that sticking point where if the speed plateaus, once you start to get to like 6 iron, 5 iron and 4 iron, the loft, flight, spin combination then makes it really difficult for people to see that kind of jump in distance. You will see it, but it becomes much, much smaller. That's why so many people have jumped into this hybrid model, which makes it much, much easier and get a lot more energy out of the club face. Anthony would love to see a clinic in the US. Anthony, I would love to do a clinic in the US as well. And I've got an agent in the UK, Golf Escapes, for anyone in the UK and Europe, they're my agent. And they've got their fingers in many pies in the US, but at the moment I've kind of drawn a blank on it. I have a real appetite to come out and offer up some sort of half-day and one-day clinics where I could work with people individually on a one-to-one basis, or I could work with people in a clinic environment. I'm up for anything. So if you know anyone out there that owns a golf course or an indoor facility that might be up for me coming over and entertaining a clinic or coaching facility, I would be very much up for that. Kircha Chandra Sakar, ho to you too, Kircha. Jonathan Barnes, hi Stuart, what's your thoughts on the stack and tilt golf swing? Is it just the same as traditional swing but with a few tweaks? Jonathan, I'm not familiar with stack and tilt. I mean, obviously it went through a bit of a honeymoon phase, didn't it, with Aaron Baddeley when he shifted from Dale Lynch, who is someone that I'm familiar with as I spent a lot of time down in Australia. I think that had a big honeymoon period with him, but I was never someone that looked and investigated all of these different swing models really. So I'm not informed enough, would you believe, on the stack and tilt system. I just kind of do my thing and share my thoughts, and have done, and it's worked out pretty okay. So I can't give you an insight, so I wouldn't want to do it an injustice. But what I have experienced is that people battle with their driver with the S&T stuff. But you know, there's been great success stories with it as well, right? Just another opportunity. I think ultimately with coaching, and I think this is the thing that golfers are looking for, is when they are looking to improve their golf, what they're looking for is someone, in the way I perceive it, is they're looking for someone to take them and say, this is what I believe we can do within the parameters that you've got of your ability, and both physically and technically. But just very quickly on that, I'm very much a golfer that believes that everybody can play to single figures bar skill set. So you don't have to have an aptitude for the game. All you need to do is tick enough boxes along the way that will allow you to get to single figures. I have absolute firm belief in that. On top of that, the coach must have a vision, and a vision of taking that golfer from where they are to where they want to go. And I think when you are pitching your content and you're pitching your advice, it doesn't need to be the same for everyone. But what it does need to be is not forthright, but it needs to be very clear and concise, that I believe that if you do this, that'll happen. And then when you do sort of hang your hat on those beliefs, if the TrackMan data then backs it up or flight patterns improve, then all of a sudden that golfer has got a confidence in the coach themselves. And I think that is, whether it becomes S&T or it becomes some other variation, it doesn't really matter, because ultimately what you're looking for is a vision that someone can kind of give you and make you play better golf. So I have no issue with anyone coaching what they coach. I just think that if you can, see, I'm a bit old school. I think that if you can show it, if you can do it, I think that goes a long way when you're helping golfers. So I have seen a lot of great golf coaches talk a big game, and then all of a sudden they stand on a mat with a club in hand and they can't hit, cow's arse with a banjo sort of thing. So I have a bit of a problem with that. But anyway, getting off track there. S&T, don't know too much about. No, that was a very long-winded answer, Jonathan. Sorry, I went off at a tangent there. Carl Broadbent. Carl, Australian, thank you. I've adopted your swing for all my clubs and it's working great. Just struggling with driver using your swing. I'd love to have a look at golfers' swings, and I think at some point I'm going to try and make this live lounge an ability to pull up golfers' swings on the bottom and then evaluate them. And I'm going to be doing, from next week, I'm going to start to bring up some tour players' swings and start to talk about what they do well, and particularly driver, because driver is such a illustrious golf club, isn't it? And you've got less loft, you've got angles of attack that play so heavily on it. Then you've got strike point that plays so heavily on that as well. And before you know it, you can be down the road and it all tends to go off at a tangent. So these live lounges are going to be a really great opportunity for me to sort of demystify a lot of stuff, hopefully a bit more intimately, rather than just through a video that I pre-record and edit. Hopefully that's going to be something that I can share with you. William Bronco Bill Tar. William Bronco Bill Tar. Fantastic. What a name. Cheers from NC rather. Really appreciated the video on the right hand. Many thanks. So you're really, really welcome, William. Thank you so much. For those of you that are in, I've got a WhatsApp chat community. If you head over to WhatsApp, if you put in Good Golf Coaching, it's just a chat channel. I advertise and share all of my upcoming content, news and briefs that's going on with the channel. And the first 100 people that join that chat channel, they're going to get a very special gift from me, and I'm really excited to share that with you. And of course that's going to overflow a little bit, so if you get in and that 100, it's going to be a gift that's going to last for a week. So I would really head over there and join. You'll find the link on my posts page, and I'll try and pop it in the chat channel or the comments page for this as well, so go head over there. John Hayes. Stuart, what causes topping the ball? Well, topping the ball can be from many ingredients. Usually when the club head drops back behind the handle too much from the inside can be a big cause of that. So when you're trying to hit from inside out, the handle goes from low to high in the delivery phase, which can really cause that club to swing too much up. Obviously sitting back can be a problem with that, which all of a sudden can come from some lower half moving too laterally in your backswing. Back in the day of where people think about keeping their head over the ball and shifting their weight onto their right leg, what they then ended up in a rotated position with their spine tipping towards the target. Now all of a sudden you've got a spine tipped towards the target, weight shifted onto your right foot, you're short in turn and you've got too much arm lift. Now you're going to try and back up and try and hit up on the ball. That can create a top. So there's many ways, unfortunately, you can create a top in a golf swing, but there's just a couple of them. But if you do create a top in your backswing or in your golf swing, get the ball further forwards. Don't move the ball further back. Move the ball further forwards. And if you end up hitting the ground first, then you know your path line is invariably too much from the inside. When you get the ball further forwards with your driver, you'll start to meet it a bit more on the way back in, away from the ball to target line towards your lead foot. And that will start to actually make your angle of attack a bit more down. I see more errors of golfers hitting too far up on the ball than I see of them hitting down on the ball. So that would be a great way to go. Rich Edwards, great coaching when left low exit with hands. Would you say track the handle of the club to left foot? Yeah, if you can get it there. If you can track the handle to the left foot, great. But so often when the left hip gets in the way, if the left hip moves sideways, what ends up happening is golfers try to pull the grip to the left hip which all of a sudden then pulls the arms in, gets you a little bit buckled up. So just be cautious about moving the grip to the left hip. What you want to feel is that if your right shoulder's moving nicely, your left hand and the grip will want to track towards that lead hip on its own. So I would absolutely handle towards the left hip, but just be cautious how you're doing that. If you're just trying to pull the grip in, it can have as many problems as it's going to cure. Hopefully that helps for you, Rich. Carl Broadbent, a lot of my misses now are left of target using your swing, striking it great though. Yeah, so a lot of good things happen when the ball misses the target left. And the reason why that is because when the ball is missed left, usually you have less dynamic loft, which means you have more ball speed, which means you have more bigger bang for your buck. And at that point, that ball speed goes up, and golfers invariably do the right thing when the ball has more speed, rather than golfers will react in a poor way when the ball has less speed. And what I mean by that is more dynamic loft, ball speed reduces. Too little dynamic loft, ball speed increases. Doesn't necessarily mean you optimize in either end of the spectrum, but when you have a ball speed that's slightly too much, it means that you'll do the right things. Grips are usually a little bit lighter, clubs are a little bit more loaded, and if you've just heard something fly over, we've just heard a fighter jet just fly over. I'm in the Lake District this week, which is just a spectacular place in the world if you're in the UK, and this fighter jet just flew over the top of the building. So a lot of good things happen when you have too little dynamic loft. So if you're experiencing the ball going left, just make sure that you're experiencing going left with some bend on it. If it's got some bend on it, that's a good thing. If it's straight left, you still want to try and get your face a little bit more close to your path line. Hopefully that helps for you. So John Hayes, thank you. You're welcome, John, anytime. Rich Edwards, totally understand that. Thank you. Really enjoy your channel. That's great. Thank you so much, Richard. Doug, hi Stu. Having a tough time on the course at the moment. Any ideas on how to get out of it? I won't waver away from what we have worked on, but should I double down on the practice or give myself a break? Personally, doubling down on practice is better than playing. I mean, I know obviously we've had some lessons. When you play a lot and you don't practice as much, it can be a bit of a sort of ever declining circle. Either do double down on the practice, back off the course, or double down on the play, back off the practice. Because if you're really practicing a lot, sometimes you can just get so much fog with everything that's going on. So sometimes either or would be the answer. Double down on play or double down on practice. Don't split it as much. And if you double down on the play, make sure that you back off of watching content. You can still watch it, but just don't apply it. So that would be my advice on that, Doug. Hopefully that gets you out that bit of funk. Kev T, good evening, Kev. Nice to see you. Hi, Stu. What are your views on grip size? Any chance you can show how to measure grip? How to measure correctly? I play a mid-size, thinking of going to jumbo. I would always go with glove size. You know, if you're getting into the large or XL, that's the point where I would start to go to a mid-size and beyond. I think historically, golfers have gone up the scale quite quickly. So I'd be cautious of going to a jumbo, personally, because I think in the old days, wasn't it? It was, if I use a jumbo grip, it'll take my hands out of the equation. But for me, we want hands, don't we? If you've watched enough of my content, we want hand action in the golf swing because we want that club to load and unload. Taking your hands out of the equation is taking energy away. We want that lever to swing. So my advice to you would be go cautious with going jumbo. If you're an XL, go for it. I think if you are anything less than an XL or an L, I would be cautious about going to a jumbo. Hopefully that helps, Kev. Shamrock, that's a new name I haven't seen. Is it wrong to feel like I'm pulling back with my index finger in the backswing? Pulling back, do you mean pulling back towards it? No, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think, again, people have different grip pressures, don't they? And they have these idiosyncratic moves. I think if it's just an index finger, no problem. I wouldn't have any problem with that at all, Shamrock. Carl Broadbent. If I book at Skillest Lesson, how does it work? So a Skillest Lesson, the way that works is a golfer will send me a video face on and down the line of a 7-iron and a driver. Then what happens is I give you an analysis of your swing. It's usually anywhere between 3 and 6 minutes. I mean, that's a lot of talking, by the way, and I can talk. 3 and 6 minutes. And then what happens, I do usually three drills on the changes that I want to make based on that video analysis. Then you go away and film yourself doing those 3 drills. You then send me those 3 videos back of you doing the 3 drills. I critique them to make sure that you're doing the drills correctly. And then at that point, you go away and practice. What I was anxious about doing online lessons because I was really cautious about people, having a lesson with me showing them what I want them to change and them not being able to apply it. So that with my lessons is that I'm a bit more interactive. It's not just send me videos, I shouldn't send you some drills and off you go. I wanted to make sure that there was a bit of interaction. So when you have the personalized drills, I ask you to send me back those videos of you doing those drills that I can critique, make sure you're doing the drills right. Then you go away and practice for 400 or 500 balls, and then I ask you to send me back 2 more videos of you hitting the 7-iron face on down the line or the driver, whatever it might be, and then I give you another critique, and that wraps up the session. So that's how a Skillest package looks of a full lesson package. Hopefully that helps you, Carl. Len, any advice on how to maintain extension in the lead wrist through impact? You've got to make sure that your leg action is working, because to create the force in the grip with that lead hand down through strike, you need to make sure that something's coming back in the opposite direction as you're pushing your grip down. If there's 2 forces coming back in the opposite direction, and a good way to demonstrate that is if you get an alignment stick and then you push the alignment stick from the top, you've got a force coming up and a force coming down. That alignment stick then bends, and then try and spin it. Super easy to spin. Those 2 energies helps the golfer move around. So when you're pushing down with the hand, you want a force coming back up. That would be the biggest ingredient that I don't see happening in golfers. So when you're trying to get that bit more extension with the lead wrist, you really need to make sure that left leg is in play. And that left leg being in play on the downswing is something that golfers don't do enough of. So just make sure that you check out my leg action videos, and that will really help you out with that. Hopefully that helps you out there, Len. Baptiste, hello. Happy to share here as usual. What about your version of the stinger in a video? All appears clearer when it's explained by... what about your version of the stinger? So I did a video way back of the stinger. Go check that out. That's probably one of my first 10 or 15 videos. So go all the way back there and go check that out. But that'll tell you everything you need to know about the stinger. Dash, I'm pulling it, but I'm in good position in my downswing. So if you're going straight left, was that a question to fix your pull? What you might want to do is make sure that you're getting enough pressure into your left heel through strike, which means your glute line will be a bit further back, which would help you pull the path a little bit straighter. That might help. Right hand index finger. Yeah, I have no problem with that, Shamrock, of that sliding up and down. No problem. Mike Silsby. Hey, Mike, how are you? Hi, Stuart. Should you rotate your arms 45 degrees on every club? I think 45 degrees would be a good. So if you lifted the club straight up in front of you, and then you rotated the forearms to 45 degrees, that would be a good amount to be as a ballpark. Yeah, absolutely. No problem with that. Lee Dietrich, how to add to WhatsApp. Hi, Lee. I had a chat about from someone, one of my clients actually, or 2 of my clients sent me an email the other day and chatted about you. and I've seen some of the content you've put out on YouTube. Thanks for stopping by. If you just go to, you can go to WhatsApp. I haven't got my phone with me, and along the bottom of WhatsApp, on the very left-hand corner of all of the, when you first open WhatsApp, the very bottom, on the far left-hand side as you look at your phone, press that updates button. If you press that updates button, at the top of the screen, you can search Good Golf Coaching, and my chat channel should come up there, and you can enter. It's obviously free, you just jump on there. You can also go to my posts page on the home page of my YouTube channel, and you'll find the link there as well. It's maybe 1 or 2 posts down, but that you'll find the link there as well. Hope to see you there, Lee. Carl Broadbent, perfect, thank you. You're super welcome, Carl. Ruby Champ, how do I fix my slice? I would start by gripping the club correctly. So to fix a slice, you first of all need to have yourself a really nice golf grip, and that is the easiest way. I mean, if the whole golfing fraternity grip the golf club like a lot of tour players, and what I'm going to be doing as of next week, one of these live lounges, I'm going to be bringing up golfers, and I'm going to be talking about the assets that they have in their game, and then I'm going to have the mat there, I'm going to be able to demonstrate, so there's going to be a lot of really interactive stuff with these live lounges, but I'm going to do them a bit spontaneously, so make sure you have the notifications bell hooked up on your YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and you'll get a notification on your phone to say that I'm going live. So that would be great for you to do that. Rob K. So Ruby, grip. Check out my grip series. That would be absolutely top of the pile. Because if you get your grip right, I promise you, guarantee you will at least half your slice. And if you half it, I will almost say that within 25 shots, you'll take it down to 25% of the slice that you had. So please go watch up my grip video. I've got a grip series, it's a playlist, but there's also a video on there with my hands on it with the grip. Just watch that and that will see you right. Rob K, trying to follow all your content religiously. I'm still hitting a lot of fat shots, thinking I might be casting or releasing too early. Any drill or content you can direct me to, thank you in advance. Yeah, so there's a video where I'm on the front of the thumbnail, and the title is "It's Like Cheating" on the thumbnail, and I've got a TheraBand pushed away from my body, and the club is set back and through, and that will absolutely help you with not casting and getting you to hit more down. But at that point, casting is more of a symptom of something else. Casting is usually a way of a golfer trying to get his club face to square up. So that would be the best way to go. Would be to make sure your grip's right first. I know so many people go, oh my God, he keeps talking about his grip. Oh, I know. But the grip, my friends, honestly, please, just grip it right. That's all I ask. You grip it right. The game is easy beyond there. So Lee Dietrich, thanks. You're welcome, Lee. Look forward to seeing you there. Baptiste Stinger video found. Now Stinger shot on hard work. Thank you. Brilliant. Let me know how you get on, Baptiste. Go comment on the channel on that video. Carl Broadbent, would love to see more chipping and pitching videos, please. I am all up for making more chipping, pitching and putting videos. Give you a bit of an insight, Carl. So a video now. So when I used to start doing these videos, I used to come in 6 a.m. I'd film for about a quarter of an hour. I'm a one-take guy. I don't do any more than one take, of course. And then I'd edit for about an hour and a half, and the edits, if you look at my early stuff, was so low maintenance. Well, it was high maintenance at the time. It took me an hour and a half to edit a 15-minute video. and then I'd put that out. And I was doing that every day for a year. Now to film a video, and at that time I was getting like 300, 400, 500 views. Now to edit a video, it takes me about 3, 4, 5 hours. And I put out a video every couple of days. So it's a lot of work. Now, to invest that amount of time, I need to make sure I'm doing content that really grabs people. The reality is, Carl, most people want to find out how they hit their driver. Most people want to find out how they hit their irons or strike it solid. If I do a short game video, I put in so much time and effort, and I get so few views and growth of my channel, that at this moment in time, I'm about growing my channel and being able to give golfers what they want. And I hear you with the short game stuff, but maybe I'll do some live lounges on some short game. Maybe I'll go down that road. But for now, I'm probably not going to do too much on the short game, but I will try and throw something out there for you, Carl. Just for you, as you've asked nicely. Gary Sutterfield. There you go. Hey, Stu, what can I say? You've transformed my swing. Thanks for everything. Gary, you have transformed my life. The messages that you've sent and the fun we've had along this ride. And as one of my earliest subscribers, I'm blessed to have you. I'm blessed to have all of you. I really am. W. Yee. Hi, Stu. You say you prefer heavier clubs. Do you mean adding weight and still keeping the swing weight at the same for the club? I'm just talking about adding weight. So if you can make a club feel slightly heavier, slightly too heavy for you, and then slightly too light for you, because ultimately when the weight is slightly too much, you're stressing the system. And when you stress the system, you have more chance of moving effectively and efficiently. When it is light, too light, it's too easy to make an inefficient move. Just the way I think about it. So my advice to you would be really go fractionally too heavy. If it's head weight, if it's shaft weight, if it just feels a little bit heavier, that's where I would go with it. Just to let you know, go check out my WhatsApp chat channel. Head over there. There is a very special prize being given out at 100 subscribers. So please head over there. Go to the updates button, bottom left-hand corner of the opening page of your WhatsApp channel. Go search it there, or head over to my posts page on my YouTube channel and you'll find the link to my WhatsApp YouTube channel. Gonna give it another 10 more minutes, but I'm loving this. This is great fun. Thank you so much for all hanging out. Rerd Hoekstra. Rerd Hoekstra. That's a cracking name, and hopefully I've done it justice. Is there a drill to increase the initial pull force from the top of the backswing without rushing the downswing? Good question, really good question. Well, if you're pulling something, you are pulling it hard. Now, when people feel like they're rushing it, it means that from the belt line downwards is not working. It's like you're stuck in mud. And it feels like the club kind of it's got its life of its own down through strike. So don't slow down the pull. Don't be softer with the pull. Just be more aggressive with your leg action to match the pull. And I've done a video where it's a grip. It's about this long, and it's got a little ring on the end, and it's for the gym, and you can pull on a cable. Go check that video out, because that will really help you. And go check out one of my early videos on pressure through the feet. I am in the gym with a pressure mat on the floor, and I think the thumbnail says "You must pull now." Go check that one out, Rud, because that will really help you. Gary Satterfield. Oh, and you deserve a raise. Thank you. I have just put up my hourly rate, actually, so I've given myself one. Thank you. Carl Bullben, I get that, Stu. I work on YouTube and social media. The ROA has to be there. Yeah, it really does. It really does. And I really appreciate you understanding there, Carl. Road to Scratch. Road to Scratch. Oh, fantastic. Thank you for being here. I can honestly say changing my grip according to Stuart's instructions was an absolute game changer for me. My slice turned into a nice baby fade. Could not be happier. Great to hear. I'm at the moment filming some digital content. It is a 6-part swing builder series, and it's taking a while. But the first one is finished, and can you believe it? It's on the grip. Now, what might you think could be a gift to you, for joining my WhatsApp channel? What could be that gift, I wonder? I might get you to go over to my WhatsApp community channel, because you might, if you are within that 100 mark, you might enjoy something. Anyway, Doug, I'm sort of with Carl, but would love some tuition on pitching from 40 to 60 yards, the scoring zone, where you are not quite using the full swing. I'm sure you've probably done one already. Yeah, there's definitely one out there already. Go check that out, Doug. It's definitely up there. So I am going to be doing this journey to the Seniors Tour. Hopefully going to be doing a bit of live lounge stuff on that as well. And I've got some more in-person lessons coming up. Going to hopefully do a follow-up with David. For those of you who've seen that, David from Sky Sports Football. And he's going to be coming back on there. John Carr, he's joined the WhatsApp channel. Fantastic, great. Keep the content coming. There's a little poll on there just to select where you're watching from. Be great to know where my clients and subscribers are watching from. So go check that out as well. John Durensky, hi Stuart. Enough. We need to know more about the man, the myth, the legend that is Stuart Cartwright. Your past achievements, current things, and future aspirations. Well, John. Well, there's a video actually I did with Peter Cantor from Job to Journey. It's an hour-long chat of me being interviewed and talking about that. But my aspirations are to leave something when I'm in the dirt. Leave something to the golfing population that hopefully enriches their golfing journey and makes them play better golf. My desire is to do this to a greater level, to reach people beyond working in Surrey and beyond coaching in person, and skillists, to hopefully create some content, some digital content that's actually going to be paid for, unfortunately, but man's got to make a buck. That is going to give people a very clear route from total beginner all the way up to tour level. And it starts with the Swing Builder series, which I'm putting together at the moment. So my aspiration is this channel gives me a reach and to hopefully help people play better golf, and also sort of engage the golfing fraternity and get them on the channel. And hopefully it'd be great to take this on the road at some point when the channel can facilitate enough income for me and some remote coaching, etc. And maybe a bit more media work. I'd love to take this stuff on the road and reach as many people as possible. I'm a big dreamer, and I really want to do as much as I can with this channel and reach as many people as I can. So the aspirations are there, the desire, the work ethic is there without doubt. What I've done in the past, I've done quite a lot in the game, and I would really encourage you to go watch, go to a YouTube channel called Job to Journey, and I'm on there, and it's a 1 hour interview of myself. I actually end up crying at the end of it, which was a little bit embarrassing, but it's in the opening credits, so go check that out. Maybe I'll try and get that in the link below as well, in the description. So I'll link all of the stuff that I've talked about in this in the video below. So thanks for the question, John. Free Willie, dear Stuart, tomorrow is club championship all over in Germany, and I start my warm-up with the broom. It's the best drill. Thank you, Stuart. Oh my God. Thank you so much. That's so cool. So I'll give you a little insight. I had a golf pro come for a lesson, and he sent me a video of his pro shop where he had a stack of brooms parked up outside, and he was selling them. So that was really funny. Andy Corso Forza. Thank you so much, Andy. Really appreciate that. Well, listen, this has been a bit impromptu. I just said to my wife, Barney, come here, come on, Barney, come here. Come on, Barney, here. Come on, up, around. Barney, Barney. Come here, come here. Everybody wants to see Barney. There he is, there he is. There's Barney. There he is. A little. He's been running around the Peak District, the Lake District for fun. He is an absolute. If I had just an eighth of his energy, it would be just a thing of beauty. John Hayes, what's your handicap, if I may ask? So I'm a golf pro, so I'm scratch. I reckon if I was a club golfer, I'd probably be +2 or +3 maybe, playing around the same golf course. Playing around the same golf course compared to travelling around playing tour courses and all that kind of thing is a very different proposition. So probably +2 or +3. And in fact, I'm playing golf on Sunday. So I might do a little live lounge from the golf course and film a few holes for you. We'll see. We'll see. Rob K, I love your attitude, Stuart. Thank you so much, Rob. Really appreciate it. Gets me up in the morning, that's for sure. Well, listen, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Do head over to the WhatsApp channel. I promise you there's a lot of good stuff coming on over there as well. And there's a lot of live lounges coming in the future weeks, months and years ahead. Thank you so much for all of your support with this channel. If I could ask you to do one thing, share it with a friend. And let's hope that we can make everyone play this beautiful game just a little bit better. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. And that, my friends, you've guessed it, it's good coaching.